Good afternoon, dear parents and community members, and I'd like to welcome Ms. Manal Ayesh. Is it
Ayesh.
Ayesh? Ayesh,
Ayesh.
from a health educator from Access. Welcome, Manal. This is your first
Thank you.
broadcast with HES Academies, so we welcome you on this platform.
Thank you.
This is Wissam Sharafuddin, the Family Engagement and Community Liaison of HES Academies. And before we jump into our beautiful presentation today about social media's impact on mental health, that's very important. We were talking about that just a few days ago when I was giving the video training for student government members. So I was telling them that you're being trained today on how to make short documentaries, but that's not an encouragement for you to have social media or to be on social media. That's something that you will have to decide with your parents on your own. And there are now scientific data that can help you make this decision. Today, we're going to see some of that information with Manal. Before we go there, I just want to announce that our tentative district calendar for next year has been published. I will be sharing it via email. I think Star International Academy already received theirs. And the rest of the schools, I will be sharing this upcoming week with you via email. So look forward to it. I think it's one of the best calendars we've ever had. So I'm very excited about it. A lot of vacation time for the children to recuperate, and hopefully they'll have a great year just like this year. So without further ado, Manal, she's a health educator with Access, graduated with a bachelor's degree in public administration. She taught in school, worked with customer service, and now she is focused on as a caseworker and health educator with Access. So believe me, Access is one of the biggest providers for programs in our community, and we are very appreciative and grateful for their services.
Thank
Without
you.
further ado, Manal.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Um, as Mr. Wissam um, said, thank you, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about social media impact on youth, on the youth's mental health. So for me, you guys are all parents, and for me, I am a parent as well. I have two children. I have a middle school child, and I have an elementary school. My daughter, she's in elementary as well. So it's a struggle every day to make sure that our children's mental health is very important to us. Make sure that they are good. They are always like whatever they see on social media is appropriate for them, and make sure that we know everything that's they're getting, like they're watching, they're doing every day. So today, as we said, we're going to be talking about social media impact on youth. So first of all, I'm going to start with talking about what is social media. So here I have those slides. It's very easy. It's going to be very interesting. So social media refers to the means of interaction among people in which they create and share or exchange information and ideas in a virtual communities and networks. So we all have social media accounts. We are all like using the social media every day. Like if we don't have like one account, we have more than two accounts, each one of us. We make sure that we know what our children are like. If they have social media accounts, who are they talking to, what are they watching, and this is very important. And also, social media platforms allow users to have conversations and share information and create web content. So it is very important to know what kind of information our children uh, are sharing with others. that is very important, because of course our privacy and our children's privacy is number one for us. We don't want our information to be out there, our children's information to be out there, for anyone to see. Um, so there's, of course, the impacts, the social media impacts on our children is, it's very difficult to be able to control all that social media out there. So let me just make my screen bigger. Okay. So of course, the use of social media significantly impacts the mental health.
Manal, I can do this. Does this help?
Yes, this is way better. Thank you. So the use of social media significantly impacts mental health, of course, for our children and our youth. It can enhance connection and improve a sense of belongings. But it can also lead to tremendous stress. It's like, if they stay on it, like if they are like seeing like every day, like all the people, like of course they're going to be comparing, like why are they living this specific life and we're not living that life? Or my friend, he can have like more than one social media account and I cannot have one, like I only have one. Or can I have a Facebook account? And like my friends, of course they're going to be like they're going to be comparing themselves to others. They want to have whatever other kids are having, or they want to go like vacations like other people or their other friends, or like whoever is on the social media, whatever they're watching, they want to do the same thing. So that's how it can like cause them stress and pressure once they compare themselves to others. And unfortunately, this can increase, they can it can increase their sadness and isolation, and sometimes unfortunately it can cause depression to other, stress can cause depression to youth and children, and to be honest, to even to adults, if we can't control ourselves. So of course mindful use is essential to social media consumption. We have to know, like, okay, we have to set a time, a screen time limit for our children. We can do that. There's so many apps out there that we can use. We can download on our phones, or for me personally, I do download those apps, like to be able to lock my son's phone, or like to set up a time, like, okay, his phone will lock like at 8 o'clock. He cannot use it. And of course I have like his apps, I have them downloaded on my cell phone as well, so I can check like whatever they're watching, whatever who's messaging them. It's very scary for us as parents. We are like, always, we have to be aware of whatever they're doing. It's true, we do give them like space, we do give them freedom, but the problem is whoever is out there is trying to be very noisy, very nosy, and like they will like compromise our information and our children's privacy and our privacy as well. So so here, different ways children use the internet. They can use it like for homework, they can use it for research, they can access files, reading, like a lot of schools, of course, especially like in COVID, we went virtual. So a lot of things are like on the internet. Even like the youth, like the older kids, they're still using like their Chromebooks and their accounts, like to read, and for like iReady, I know, and other things. And then my kids come to me and they trick me. Oh, I have iReady. Can I access like the internet? Like, okay, this now it's going to be tricky. They're smart. That is the problem, that our kids are smart and they know how like to get away with things. And it's very important for us as parents to be there to make sure that they're safe. and whatever they're watching is safe. So, and also streaming shows, movies, and music. They love playing games, of course. And social, and also for social media sharing, they share photos, videos. They do talk to their friends, and of course watch videos, create content, and also scrolling through created contents. Um, so our children now, like, it's with these so many things that like they can do. It's, we want them to know and learn, but also we want them to be safe as well. So let's see. So social media platforms, we all know, like, so many social media accounts and platforms out there, and applications like such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is X now. There are so many, uh, Snapchat, and so many other social media platforms. I just put three out here. So Facebook, as we see, over 2.8 billion people use it every month, and Instagram, over 1.5 billion people use it every month. Twitter, over 400 million people use it every month. This is like every single person out there is using these accounts. It's very, very rarely to see one that doesn't have a Facebook account, or doesn't have Instagram account, or doesn't have a Twitter account. We like these because for us here, especially, like, I'm going to talk about myself. We all have like families overseas that we want to know how they're doing. We want to make sure, like, we get the news, like, also out there. That's why we use like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. For me, like, I try to contact my brother in Palestine and make sure that he's doing good. So I use like Facebook, I use Instagram, WhatsApp, all these social media accounts. So Facebook, a place to connect with friends and share updates. Instagram, we share a lot of photos and short videos. Twitter, post short messages and follow news. Okay, so the risks and dangers of social media in the internet. So the first one is, it's so scary because people can actually know where you are located by, like, getting the IP address, or like there are like a lot of people out there, this is the only thing that they're doing. So we don't want our children to put their information on the social media. And they're like, now they're telling me like that, oh, we know we can get your we can know where their location is. I remember like one time we were presenting at a school, and they said, we told them, like, how would you know, like, if someone like someone said something that you didn't like on the internet, like it was about cyberbullying. And then they said, oh no, we know where we can get their IP address. I was like, you guys know these are children. Like, these are children from STAR, and STAR International Academy. And then we said, like, really, you guys can like get these information? They said yes. So imagine, we know that, and other people are searching for our location too. So it can be very scary. Also, they can compromise privacy. They can know our information, like our information will not be private anymore, which is scary. I don't want my information, my address, my name, my whole family to be like on the internet out there. That is scary. Like my children's information, I don't want my children's information to be on the on social media. Also, it can be scary because when they're chatting with people, they don't know who's behind that screen. um, they're chatting with strangers. someone behind that screen can be pretending that he's someone else or she's someone else. She's going to be pretending that she's a younger, she will put like her age that she's younger, she will put her age that she's older. And that is very scary, because in other communities, we've heard a lot, like on the news, that some people, they went like, oh, they met someone on the internet, on a social media account, and then when they met the person, that other person was not a little kid that's their age, was not a 15 or 13-year-old. It is scary that it was like older, and then they ended up getting in trouble. So we want to make sure that our children are safe. So that's why it's very scary how, like, when they're chatting with strangers, they don't know who they're chatting with, or actually, or also, if they're like playing video games, they whoever is on the other line with them, if they're going online, um, playing online with other people, they can tell them like, we are, oh, they can make their voices that they're younger, and then uh, they end up being like much older. So that is very scary. And also, there's another section here. It says using webcams. So imagine that though someone can control our webcam. So I'm opening my laptop, or my child is opening his laptop, and he's doing homework. And someone can actually control his laptop and control the webcam and be looking at him. He doesn't have to be on the other side, like chatting with him on the social media account. The other person can just like hack his camera, right? We've heard that a lot. We've watched that a lot. Like we watch that on the news. We watch that in movies. We do see that. It's very scary. That's very dangerous. And also, there's the risk of accessing content that's inappropriate for our children. We always like try to make sure that we set up like the right age, like if it's YouTube or it's other social media account, we make sure that we put the right age for our children. And it's not, we don't put it like older, because of course if you put that you're older, like who knows what's going to pop up in front of them, right, in front of their screen. So it's very scary for whatever is going to pop up in front of them, and such as advertising too. Sometimes like the advertisement will like be something inappropriate for our children. So we want to make sure that we go to the settings and like put in the right age for our children, putting what's if it's like you can like hide specific things. You can put it like their accounts, you make sure that their accounts are private. Of course, it's up to the parent if he wants that or not. Some of the kids, they would like to have it like public, so they get more followers, like on TikTok. That's actually scary as well, because whoever is following them might be who knows what age they will be. So it's very important to put the right age, to put the right content that you want. I remember that I heard once that people are putting the location, they're setting the location for a different country, because they think that if you set it for a different country that's closer to your culture, it might give you information and advertising that's more appropriate. So I've never tried that before, but it's something to consider as well. So also here it says like aggressive advertising. It depends. Like a lot of kids, they think, oh, they are old enough to play video games that are that like have shooting and things like these. Like uh, it's up to the parents if they allow them to play these games, of course, and watch these things. Of course, like now, all the games out there, all the video games are all about this. All of our kids are like interested, like in I hear a lot, my son is playing Fortnite, and sometimes it can be aggressive. And the advertisements also can be aggressive as well. Here it says borrowing parents' credit card. So how many times did your son come to you, or your child come to you and tell you, "Oh, please, can I buy something on the internet? Can I use your credit card?" Of course, honey, go ahead and use it. And then we forget that our credit card was used, and then you see that someone hacked into your credit card because it was out there. Sometimes you don't know exactly, like if you go purchase something over TikTok, or you purchase something over Instagram, you have to make sure that this is like a legit website that you and that your son or your child or your daughter, they're going to purchase something from. So we give our money to our kids, but it ends up like the credit card ends up getting hacked, and someone um, out there used it. That happened to me once, and it's scary too. Um, so making poor decisions with personal information. Also, we've covered that. It's very important to educate our children how to make the good decision about their information. Keep your information private. No one out there has to know your information. Do not share your information with others over like online and on social media. You don't have to say like your right age on social media to someone that you don't know. Um, keep your information to yourself. This is very important to teach our children. And like they don't have to like tell them where they live, what's their last name is, because no one knows how many like um dangerous people are out there, and they're just waiting for these information. This one's saying the comparison game. This is so true that it's actually can be very, very annoying, because um, the way it impacts and it affects our children's self-esteem, that they don't feel that they are good enough. Um, and they are trying like to fit in, um, and having the same life that other kids and other people that they see over the internet. So they see the other people on the internet and on social media, they're living a perfect life. And they will say now that they're going to compare their life to the other people on social media's life. And then they will say, okay, why are we not living same life, and our life is not as great as them? Some children do think that way. They will start comparing, and then that will end up, of course, lowering their self-esteem and their self-confidence, and the way the way and how grateful they are for whatever they have, and the way they're living. So start like once they start comparing themselves to others, they will not be confident about their personality. They will get into like anxiety. They will have anxiety. They will have depression. So we have to be aware of whatever they're watching. um, so seeing others seemingly perfect, it lives like seeing others that are living perfect lives might make us feel like our own lives are not as great, and that's sad. And we might start to think we are not as busy or as successful or happy. We'll say, oh, we're not doing enough. Look at those people, how they are doing, or as happy as the other people we see on social media. We have to let them know that these people, the only thing they're putting the greatest part of their life, or sometimes pretending to be that they are doing that great. Um, so we have to like sit with our children, educate them, and make sure that tell them that this is, you guys are seeing the best part. They're not gonna put that they woke up with headache, they are struggling on their daily basis. Like they don't have to be, but we have to like make sure that our children know that their feelings, whatever their feelings are in their lives, whatever they're living is normal. Other people might have it as well, but they're not showing it on social media. It just shows the greatest part, a part of their life. Trying to fit in, social media can create pressure to fit in and be like everyone else, of course. We might feel the need to show only the best part of our lives, even if it's not the whole picture. So some of the girls, like in this picture, she will be saying, "Oh, look, she looks perfect. Why I cannot be like her?" And that caused so many problems in so many like teenagers, that they want to look great as that girl that's on social media. She stops eating. She stops. She wants to use so many products, and that's gonna, of course, reflect on her self-image, that she's not going to be happy with the way she looks. Okay, we have another impact, fear of missing out. So seeing exciting posts, when we scroll through social media, we see posts about parties, trips, or events that others are part of. um this can make this can make us feel like everyone is doing something fun, but we are not doing that fun. It's, of course, it's the we compare ourselves to others, we compare our lives to others. So when it makes us to compare ourselves to others, that's what we said. We will think that everyone else is having like the most exciting life and most exciting experience. This comparison can lead to the fear that we are missing out on amazing things in life, which is, it's just because we have to make sure to educate our children that it's just because they see it out there doesn't mean that it happened, or it doesn't mean that it's true. um, you're doing the best thing you can do for your children, of course. um, okay, it is essential to remember that social media only shows a part of people's lives, not the whole story. As we said, they will not post that they're sad. They will not post that um, they have trouble, they have problems in their lives, because no one wants to go spend time on social media to see how miserable the other part is, or the other person on social media is. We want to see like how fun, how we're curious, and our children are curious to see which vacation, what their routine is, and how what kind of lifestyle they're living. um so there's a good part and a bad part, like in everyone's life. There's good things and bad things that happens to us. Of course, setting boundaries and taking breaks and focusing on our own experience can help manage the fear of missing out, or FOMO. This is what we call it, and reduce anxiety. It's very important to set boundaries for children, and make sure to remind them. Also, there's apps that reminding them that you need to take a break. Put your phone down. You need to take a break. You need to, like, people say, like when they're playing video games, they say, okay, go touch the grass. Like, this is not the real life. Like, why are you spending your time on like video games and social media? Like, go touch the grass. Like, to feel that this is what normal life is, not what's on social media. um Excuse me. Unfortunately, another impact of social media on our youth and our children is addiction and distraction. It's This is actually one of the scariest things, that our children can be addicted, like, to the social media accounts such as TikTok, and what it's doing, like, to the youth nowadays. Everyone wants to have like followers. They care a lot about likes, and followers and views and how many people viewed their account, and they just can't stay away from their phone. They just want to keep checking it all the time, and they can't stay away from the social media accounts. They just want to keep checking their social media and keeping like staying like with their phone 24/7, checking the TikTok, checking Snapchat, who followed me, who added me, who viewed my story. Um, Excessive use of social media can lead to addiction, where children may find it difficult to disconnect from their online personas. So um, I, it's like when they get attached and they get addicted to to their social media accounts. It's hard to tell them put the phone down. It's hard to tell them, okay, come on, we have to go visit our family. Let's go. They just got so addicted to their social media that they don't want to do anything else. It's hard. It's very important to remind them, okay, you need to take a break. Okay, you need to focus on your homework. You need to come and eat dinner with us, or come and be on the table with us when it's dinner time. So I've seen all those things too. Like they just don't know. I'll eat. I ate. I'm full. Why? Because they're on their social media account. It's it's just they feel that they cannot get disconnected. They will miss out on so many things. So social engagement with social media can impair their concentration and productivity and interpersonal relationships with their parents and with their friends, with their family members as well, right? Okay. Another social media impact on our youth is isolation and loneliness, because they got so attached to the social media accounts. They don't want to see their friends anymore. They have their virtual friends, or they have their online friends. They don't want to go like family dinners. They want to stay on their phones. That's why they feel that they're they have their own life. They feel like isolated and feel lonely, because it does give them the ability to connect with people globally, but unfortunately it can make them feel like they are like social media can also contribute to feelings of isolation and loneliness. So your children may experience a sense of disconnection from like a human interaction, leading to feeling of loneliness and depression. Like especially like in COVID, I remember that I even forgot, because like you couldn't go out anymore, like go out like visit families and like friends anymore. So you're only on the internet. I said I forgot even to put my scarf on. I forgot the way to put my scarf on. We forgot how to dress up right, because we've been like attached to our social media accounts so much. So this is for us as adult. Like imagine if it's like if imagine our children, especially like they cannot concentrate very well when they're like on the phone. Like he's like on the phone, he's on his social media account, or they're on their social media account. You're talking to them. Oh, what did you say? They like, I repeated that for you. You didn't hear me. Like this is every day. I'm sure all of you guys have these these experiences with your children, that you're on like you're doing something and you ask them like to, okay, did you finish your homework? He's on his social media account, and like he doesn't know which one to go, either TikTok or if it's TikTok or Snapchat. And then, okay, what did you say, mom? Okay, I repeated that for you. You didn't hear me. So of course, because he feels like he's isolated. He feels like disconnection, and he cannot concentrate. Okay. So here, it says here that there's some recommendation, like screen time recommendation by age. 0 to 18 months, avoid screens. I agree with that. 11 to 24 months, co-view, minimal viewing. I think like 24 months, they're still too young for it. But minimal viewing, like he can be watching like with you, whatever you're watching, just the videos that you want to show him or show them. Um, and 2 to 5 year old, 5 years old, 1 hour screen. That's the maximum time you can give them. 6 years old and up, consistent limit are keys. Of course, set up a time limit or a screen time limit for them. And of course, I always hear that before, like 2 hours before bedtime, make sure there's no screen time for them. There's no, of course, they cannot like see like social media accounts or like I heard even TV. I'm not sure about that. Some people they like to let their kids like watch TV, watch YouTube. It's of course it's up to the parent. Um, so the impact of social media on youth's mental health is multifaceted and requires careful consideration. While social media offers numerous benefits, its negative effects cannot be overlooked. Of course, we can communicate with others. Some people are selling on social media. A lot of people are selling on social media. So, and our children, they want to, of course, see stuff on social media and buy stuff. It's beneficial, but also there's so many negative effects that cannot be overlooked. Um, Also, it is crucial for individuals to strike a balance between online and offline interactions and to prioritize their mental well-being in the digital age. So it's very important, like when it's very important to make our children balance between whatever they see online and whatever like their social media, um, whoever they talk to, and their real life. They're like they're offline. Okay, so online and offline. So this is all about mental health and the impact of social media on our youth's mental health. So I just want to thank everyone. Thank you guys so much for being with us today. And I don't know if Mr. Wissam wants to share something.
Yeah, thank you, Manal, and
Welcome.
for this important presentation, really.
Thank you.
And I thank you, Access, again, for providing this extra source for our parents and community. So, uh, if it's not avoidable, how can we make it a positive use of social media?
Of course. So we said that it can be positive. Like social media can be positive, as like we hear a lot of news over social media. We connect with our families over social media. It's we cannot like avoid social media. We especially like in this world and this time, like we need these information out there. Um, and but we have to set like limits and boundaries to our children, like make sure that they are safe and whatever they're watching is safe and suitable and appropriate for them. So we can like set boundaries, set time, screen time limits for them, and make sure like to know and always check your who your friend you who your children are communicating with. That's very important. Like, okay, I need exactly same as like the social life, like the real life, like everyday life. We tell them like you guys are not going to your specific he said, okay, can I go to, or she said, can I go to my friend? I have to know her parents first, or I have to know who that friend is. So we make sure that we know who that virtual friend is, if it's a real friend, if it's a real person, if he's the right age for them. Like we can't just leave them like that, like on social media they can like chat with everybody and talk to everybody. That's scary. I can't hear you. You're muted.
And also, you mentioned about the some of the safety issues like geolocation,
Yes.
knowing who they're talking to, not being affected by comments, all these things. So, Do you feel that this is even like more difficult than avoiding social media, is to use social media with awareness of all these things?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, of
And
course.
is there an application, or we know that with iPhones there is the screen time that parents can control. Also with Google phones,
The androids, yes.
the Androids and the Google phones, they have
Yes.
family also,
Family link, yes.
family link. So
Yeah,
there are
that's
a lot of tools. I want to tell the parents that if you need help and how to use these tools, please come visit us at school. We will show you and guide you on how to use all these features on your phone to have some sort of control and oversight over your children's social media.
yes.
With that, we come to an
Absolutely.
end to our presentation today. Thank you again, Manal. Just a
Thank
couple
you.
announcements that we have the calendars published for next year. We will be emailing them to parents. And then, of course, there's always the link on the school website that has always the most updated calendar. This is the tentative district calendar for next year. We will be emailing that. Some parents would like to, plan their vacations and stuff early. So it would be nice to have it as early as possible. It was released this week, so we will make sure that by next week all the parents have it. And we have next week, we will have on Friday a presentation by LAHC under the topic Brain Development in Children and Teens, تطور الدماغ عند الأطفال والمراهقين, with Salima Hamoud. So join us at 3 p.m. next Friday. Thank you, Manal. Thank
Thank
you,
you. Thank you for
Agnes.
having access. Thank you.
Thank you for everyone who has participated in this. If you watch this recording later on, you have any questions, please reach out to us. We will connect you with Manal Ayesh and Access, and also with any resources that can help you at school. Also, the book fairs has started in the schools, starting actually yesterday for previews, and officially they open on Monday. So make sure you pass by to check out these book fairs. Any purchases you make, it will be the money will be used to buy more books for the library and to provide reading aids for the students. So next week, all the way from Monday, March 11 to March 15, before school, after school, and also the teachers will be taking students to the fair at specific times. Students can watch, read the books, and also they can purchase some books if they want. I used to love book fairs when I was young, so it's a good experience. All right, have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you in the next family engagement broadcast.
Thank you so much and have a great day.
HES Academies have been serving the Detroit metro area for over 23 years, promoting academic excellence, leadership, and cultural diversity, ranking as some of the top schools in the state of Michigan. Our pre-K through 12th grade students enjoy tuition-free, state-accredited education by STEM certified and highly qualified staff with no geographical restrictions, and with advanced placement, college dual enrollment, scholarship, and Arabic language programs. Noor International Academy in Sterling Heights at niapsa.org, Star International Academy in Dearborn Heights and in Canton at starpsa.org, Universal Academy in Detroit at universalpsa.org, and Universal Learning Academy in Westland at ulapsa.org. Join HES Academies today and enjoy a free Chromebook for every enrollment.